Public works. Public works are things like roads and tunnels, things that Romans would see almost every day. They used these structures to help them in daily life. You could find these structures in most cities in Rome. Arches and vaults. The arch was taught to the Romans by the Etruscans. The Romans used arches in many structures such as aqueducts and domes. Vaults are rows of arches used to make halls and to connect two rooms that are farther apart from each other. Arches and vaults were primarily used in buildings. Roads. The first Roman road was the Via Appia. Construction for the Via Appia was started in 312 BCE by Appius Claudius Satius. It had a length of 132 miles or 212 kilometers, going from Rome to Capua. Roads were used for transportation for people or other groups such as herds of cattle or sheep. Aqueducts. The first aqueduct, the Aqua Appia, was also built by Appius Claudius Satius at the same time as the first road. The aqueduct spanned about 10 miles or 16 kilometers. Aqueducts are used to transport water through crowded areas cleanly and more efficiently. Aqueducts are especially efficient if you lived in valleys because the water would be higher than the areas where people walked. Tunnels. The first tunnel, the Cloaca, was built from 600 BCE to 500 BCE and was believed to be built by King Tarquinius Priscus. The Cloaca is about 1/3 of a mile or half a kilometer. Tunnels were usually used for sewage or water transportation that was out of the way of foot traffic. Tunnels were often also connected to aqueducts so Romans didn't have to build around mountains. Bridges. The first Roman bridge was the Ponte Roto, also known as the Broken Bridge. It was started in 179 BCE and finished in 178 BCE. Bridges were used as an extension of roads and were built over water or deep chasms. Bridges and aqueducts had similar structure and at times were connected. Domes. The first domed building was the Pantheon, scaling in at 142 feet or about 43 meters tall. The Pantheon was started in 126 CE by Emperor Hadrian. Domes were usually used in religious places such as temples and churches. Appius Claudius Satius. The leader Appius Claudius Satius ruled from 340 BCE to 280 BCE. He constructed the Via Appia road and the Aqua Appia aqueduct in 312 BCE. Satius means blind and was added to the end of Appius Claudius's name because in his older years he suffered from blindness. The Colosseum. The Colosseum is one of the 7 wonders of the world. It is 615 feet long, 510 feet wide, and 157 feet tall. Construction was started for the Colosseum in 72 CE and finished in 80 CE. It could hold 50,000 to 80,000 people at once. The Colosseum was designed to have many lifts for gladiators and animals from the bottom levels and was even flooded many times for mock naval battles. It costed $142 million to build the Colosseum. The Colosseum was designed by Emperor Vespasian.